Hello and welcome to Irish World of Sport on Thursday, 22nd of February. And this is a really quiet day for sport. I can't remember a quieter one. Just like the weather, once it's quiet, it's pretty much freezing up here. You're kind of calm before the storm. You'll have things like the Masters in golf, and you're going to, of course, Cheltenham, and lots of things like the concluding stages of the Champions League. So it will get more interesting in a couple of weeks, a week's time. Right now, just a couple of things. Bit of soccer. Just looking at the Xabi Alonso's position there with Leverkusen. Giving a sort of press conference today, saying that he wasn't being distracted from what he was doing, despite the big interest from Liverpool and recently from Bayern, of course, who at this stage can't wait to get rid of Tuchel, who's been a disaster this season. But I would say to him, stay with Leverkusen for another year. There's no rush on him to go to Liverpool, which Liverpool is basically run by the American financiers, and he's going to be like, I think that's why Klopp left, because he wasn't given proper money for the best players, and Bellingham especially going through his hands would not have gone down well. I think with Alonso, he's doing a great job with Leverkusen, and at least give him a run in the Champions League next year, as it is to the top team in the Europa League, the only unbeaten team. There's been a few games tonight, but not of major interest. Just AC Milan getting through, stuff like that, but nothing much else has happened. But as I said with Alonso, I'd hope he'd stay with them for at least another year. Then just on my own sport of hurling, just a quick mention of a player called Darragh McCarthy, who I saw recently playing for his school, Nina CBS. He hails from Dumivara, and he is definitely the next big thing. He already is the next big thing. He's only 18, if that, and reminds me in a small way the way he played, of the way Mr. Clifford down in Kerry looked when he was a minor for Kerry playing football 6 or 7 years ago. So hopefully that promise comes through, though. From my point of view, I'd prefer he was playing from some other county, but it's not his fault. He was born in Tipperary. We always blame his parents for that. And then just a small bit of racing. Just a bad time for racing as well because of the bad weather. You're really depending on the all-weather tracks. Even if they do run them, they're going to be pretty much waterlogged. Thurles, as I say, had the meeting today. They got through it, and of my 4 picks, only won, which was coincidentally they, as I was saying yesterday, couldn't understand why an English trainer would send a horse over to Ireland at all, and to Thurles especially, a small meeting like Thurles. And also interestingly, the horse was 11-8. There was the guided price last night, and the SP was 9-4. So actually, it wasn't backed or looked at it at all. But you're thinking, what's wrong with that? The other one that was of interest was Mount Frisco. Again, the opposite way, in the sense that the guided price last night was 12-1. Finished second at 11-2. So there's quite a bit of money on him by the look of things. But yeah, overall, not a very enthralling day. But this, with my few tips tonight, I'm actually going to places like Dundalk all weather, which I'd usually never touch, or even over to France for one desperate one. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, tomorrow 3:40 at Exeter, a horse called Robin Zone. At the moment it's around 4-1. Then we go to Dundalk, 5:45. A horse called Dream Today. No, right now it's 7-2, and the 6:45 we've got a horse called Autocrat, a nice price of 12-1. And then I went for a 920 in Cang-sur-Mer, which I've touched before, and with no form to go on, basically very little going with it. Don't ask me. Well, I'll tell you tomorrow if it wins why I picked it. A horse called Flag de Marion. The nice price of 15-1. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, anyway, stay warm and please listen again tomorrow.